The next guest is, for me, first, a conservationist, and second, a brilliant artist. Please welcome Papon.
Hello, Shantanu
Papon,
da. Hello, Shantanu
happy
da.
Earth Hour. Happy Earth Hour.
To you too, सबको मुबारक हो.
Papon,
कैसे
I
हैं?
know you for so many years, yaar. And I keep on saying that every time I meet you. I know we hardly talk about music, but there's so many interesting things you're doing. Um, First and foremost, quickly, I want to tell you that Papon is in Goa now, and he sent one day. He said, "I want to show you something," and from his drawing room, which is a beautiful drawing room looking at the forest, and he showed me some photographs of hornbills and kind of birds, and I said, "Papon," he said, if I get this, I want nothing else in life." And so that is Papon for you. A very important point I'm going to start with on Earth Hour is that. Uh, very recently, Papon made a call to Chief Minister of Assam about a plot of land which was very important, but was somehow being misused. And he said that let's convert that. Can we convert that into national park? This is a singer's plea to a chief minister, saying that just from a artistic point of view, I think it's important that all of us raise our voices. And the incredible part is that he heard Papon. Papon, you want to talk about this a bit?
Well, it was so that I think in May 2020 when we all locked down, and so I saw on internet, obviously people coming up with things against a lot of mining happening there. And I know Dihing Patkai because I've been there, and it's like a rainforest, like how like crazy. Okay, it's
I know.
beautifully crazy, so dense. So my memories were so, and then I don't remember exactly, but I think I wrote something on Twitter saying that renewable resources, energy, this, that, okay, that will go on. It's been going on for years, but the planet, I don't know how long it's there for, and we should celebrate nature more. And Assam has more than coal, maybe has the forest to showcase to the world. It's so beautiful. So I know मैंने बोला कि बस मैंने मुझे सोचा, I thought कि wherever you go, I was in Delhi studying, Bombay, wherever, people say, wow, you're from Assam, so green, so, all of
Correct.
that.
Beautiful.
Me
Yeah.
being me, like a jungle. So I love that fact. And, so I've never heard anyone tell me, oh, Papon, you're from Assam, you have so much coal there, So I never heard that.
Beautiful.
So
Beautiful.
I thought forest is what we should be doing and promoting. And, it'll get us, if economics is important, development is important. We can definitely, kind of power the people there by the forest, through the forest, in the forest, of the forest, rather than doing the mining. So I
Beautiful.
just thought that. So
Beautiful.
I wrote something on Twitter, and someone, how there are two sides to
Yeah.
every story.
Yeah.
So someone came up and said something. Then someone, I'm not like I'm not an, me, I'm not an activist. I just love nature,
Correct.
music, me. So,
Yeah. And you
so
wanted
I
to
wrote
protect
something.
something which you thought was important. That's it. Yeah.
Is important forever. Like I told
Yeah.
you once, I think that more than music, maybe trees are like my children, my trees, then my music. It's like that in order. So
Beautiful.
trees are that
Beautiful.
important.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wrote something on thing, and then someone said, no, this is not a fact check. Kijiye aap. And there propaganda happening by so-called environmentalists. I said, ho sakta hai. I don't care. So I was so confused. I just picked up the phone and I called up the chief minister. Nothing much, because I thought I had the right, and I know him as Horvada, from our land. He's a big brother in a way. He's a chief minister.
Correct.
That's
Of
another
course.
thing. He's in power. So he spoke to me and all of that. Nice of him. And then after 2 days, I think he called a meeting and everything. Just after 2 days or 1 day, he called me back saying that, Papon, I love you for the fact that you just took the phone and called me. And
How
I
beautiful.
have done
How
something.
beautiful.
I'll try my best. And you are a true nature lover. I love you for that.
This,
That's what he said.
this
And
is
that's it.
such an
Not that,
inspiring story.
yeah, and not that I know
Of,
him. Imagine,
of
it's such
course.
a good connect because of my sudden wish. And I just called. And it was just that.
And it was not about you. It was about everybody. And I think that is what is. See, this is what I'm saying. That artist, we demarcate things. The artist गाना गाता है, ये conservation करता. No, everybody can do everything, and that's so important when you're dealing with issues like this. There's another very important story, Papon, which I want to share with the audience, is that you have such an incredible fan base, and especially Assam. during your concert, if any issue which bothers you, especially about conservation, you tell your audience, your fan base, why don't you do something about, if you really love me, why don't you do something for that cause? I think, Papon, that's such an amazing way of channelizing the energy of your fans to do something for the conservation. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, long time back, so long time, it seems 10 years back, I think somewhere approximately, I started Bihu shows in Assam, and those are local
Okay.
shows. Thousands of people come, and my fan base also was growing then, and all of us, I must have said something, and in couple of years, I realized they call themselves Paponists, and they do these things I talk on stage. I said, wow, and they did such amazing things about nature, and even not only nature, about general awareness of society and stuff like that. So I thought this is a good thing, that if I can tell them things they do, it will be really powerful. So I kind of feel lucky that I have these fans. I'm really fortunate that they are really,
Totally.
this generation is amazing also. They're very sincere actually.
Absolutely.
And the young generation is quite sincere, it's
I
very,
said the
very
same thing to
nice.
Dia today. It's amazing how inspiring this young generation is. So committed, and
Yeah,
there's no fear. There's no fear.
no fear, no nonsense also. They don't care,
Absolutely,
they're
absolutely.
good. Yeah, they're interesting.
Papon is here, and if I don't ask him to sing, I will be in fear.
I'm holding the guitar
So,
and you will ask me to sing.
can you sing something for us, Papon? Something which you think is relevant to today, Earth Hour.
Well, there'll be so much nature songs, I'm sure. But I would like to sing the one we did, together for that beautiful series, the forest in
Meg,
Kashmir. Oh, Meg, oh,
oh
Meg.
Meg, oh,
And that's also
beautiful. Yeah,
nature.
please.
Our songs
Yeah,
have so
totally.
much nature.
Yes, Tagore. Yes, yes. Please say. Yeah,
Tagore's,
awesome.
yeah. For everyone knows it, but for
Yeah.
those who don't, Shantanu Moitra composed this, and there's a beautiful thing on net. You can go and check. Tagore's poetry. थोड़ा सा हिंदी में अनुवाद किया है बीच में. थोड़ा Bengali is there. So I'll sing the little Bangla part, and then
Yes.
that's
And
it.
then little Hindi part also. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try.
Let's go.
কেন চলে যাও চোখে ও বারে কোথা যদি থমকে দাঁড়া আমিও যাই আমাকে না ওঠেও কেন বয়ে যায় দূরে সীমানা ছাড়া
Bah.
যদি থমকে দাঁড়া আমিও যাই আমাকে না पीछे मगर छूटेगा घर चूल्हा जलाती जुआ है मेरी ताके जोदा हकी निगाह कैसे मैं छोड़ के जाऊं कहीं
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm going to do a little cheating before my next guest comes up, and I hope there's no internet issues. I have a little bit more time. Papon, कुछ और कुछ Assamese में कुछ गाना बाबू. I love that language. Anything.
So I'll sing my first Assamese album ka first song ever.
Okay.
Wrote by Koka Keshav Mohanto. I told you my father and
Oh yes,
wrote.
yes.
And this is about Phagun, which is my most beautiful favorite month. And Phagun,
Okay.
love happens. That beautiful air comes, breeze comes, and now it's
Correct.
Phagun. Phaku is happening. Phaku is Holi in a day. So this is about Phagun and the Palash flower and love.
Okay.
By the way, whenever that Shantanu that Dihing Patkai it's called. Whenever that happens, the national park, even if it doesn't, I don't know. I'm sure it'll happen now since Stephen is saying.
I'm sure it'll happen.
Yeah. So now you must come. We must go there together once.
Of course.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely. Thank you.
উড়ি গুচি যায় কি জানো পায়ু হেৰুৱাই মন উড়ি গুচি যায় কি জানো পায়ু হেৰুৱাই ফাগুণৰে উৰণীয়া বাই কহুৱাৰে মন উৰি গুচি যায় কি জানো পায়ু হেৰুৱাই ফাগুণৰে উৰণীয়া বাই কহুৱাৰে
Oh,
Thank you.
beautiful. Papon, before we say goodnight to you, one last question is that it's just a question of switching off lights. Remember, you have switched off lights, and I know you're sitting with a candle. It's a very small act for all of us, and it's dealing with big issues. Do you think it makes a difference? Do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we are so busy about life, about our survival, about us only, that we need to be reminded. I think we constantly need to be reminded of what we love also. Sometimes we forget. There's this
That's true.
beautiful planet, only one planet. I say this, that, you just wake up another day to look at the blue sky and the birds flying by and the trees. I think you're blessed. So I
Absolutely.
think this Earth Hour and stuff like this only is a reminder that it's not just about 1 hour. It's about in this busy city life where you only can see concrete and stuff, more for people in the city and busy and all. We must remember that the ecosystem around, the green around, only is why we are breathing. Otherwise, we won't be here with oxygen cylinders and enjoying life.
Totally. Thank you, Papon, for being an amazing crusader. Of course, an
Thank you, Shantanu.
incredible vocalist, a dear friend. And I think that this is something that Shreya also mentioned. I think all of us connect, not just for music, it's because of ideologies that we have about how important it is to be part of this earth and to protect it. Thank you, Papon, on behalf of WWF India for coming. You take care.
Thank you, Shantanu.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.